MacLeod.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The last government passed several bad bills approximately 5 years ago that decimated the property rights of Alberta landowners. The Wildrose and the NDP, including the Premier and the Government House Leader, spoke many times between 2010 to 2015 about the problems with these draconian pieces of legislation. The new Government House Leader even spoke as recently as December 2014 against Bill 36, the Alberta Land Stewardship Act, where he called this act, among others, and I quote, stupid legislation. Will the Government House Leader now commit today to repeal the bad provisions in that bill and protect the rights of landowners?
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the honourable member for that question. Back when some of these bills were passed, Bill 19, I think 36 and 50, if my memory serves well, the Wildrose didn't exist. It didn't have any seats in the legislature, and it was the NDP opposition that led the fight for a balanced and fair approach to property. And what that means to me, Mr. Speaker, is that people have right of appeal, they have the right of due process, and there has to be a
Honourable Member Livingston MacLeod.
Thank you. Mr. Speaker, to the Minister of Energy then, bad property rights legislation has blocked landowner rights to fair compensation and due process, and in case of the former Bill 2, the Responsible Energy Act, access to the courts. Minister, will you commit to reinstating Section 26 of the Energy Resource Conservation Act, which guaranteed landowners the right to appeal bad decisions by the Energy Regulator Board to the courts, and if not, why not?
Thank you for the question, Honourable Speaker. I will be looking into those regulations. They are new to me. I am still learning all the processes. I understand currently, though, through the AER that there are processes for each individual landowner to appeal. But absolutely, I'll be looking over those and get back to you.
Second supplementary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and to the Energy Minister. I hope that is the case because that needs to be reviewed. To the Government House Leader again then, though, the Wildrose opposition is prepared to assist the new government and Alberta landowners in formulating and passing an Alberta property rights preservation bill. Will you, the Government House Leader, and your government commit today to working with us on this very important piece of legislation for all Albertans?
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and thank you to the honourable member for the question. We do insist on making sure that people's rights are protected to their property so that fair compensation is provided and there is a due process for people, including a right of appeal, and those will be things that we will be considering in the future. With respect to the help that the opposition is offering in this particular regard, I think that it is not necessary, Mr. Speaker, but we will make sure property rights are protected.